Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is my special guest, my girlfriend, Brooklyn.
Solo quería mencionar que en algunas partes voy a usar mi voz por unos segundos para evitar que me borren el video por derechos de autor, al igual que voy a usar imágenes en ciertos puntos del video.
What are you doing? I posted a photo on Instagram a couple of months ago and sort of announced / alluded to the fact that we were dating.
But people still don't get that we're dating.
No, they don't. Even in person, we'll be like holding hands and clearly together, and people will be like, how long have you been friends? They just don't really get it.
Yeah, they don't understand. Or because a lot of people in society say like girlfriend as like a friend.
Oh, that is another thing. I need to put out a PSA. If you can, please stop referring to your friends as your girlfriends because it makes it so difficult for us to introduce ourselves. We met someone new and I said, hi, I'm Chloe, this is my girlfriend Brooklyn, and we talked, and then she was like, so how are all those boys at Pepperdine?
I think everyone wants to know how we met.
Yeah. So, a lot of people don't know this, but we did meet on Hinge.
Wait. We were both like so against dating apps, and I feel like you get to a certain point in your life and you're like, how am I gonna meet somebody?
No, that's not how, no. What? No, that's not how it was for me. I went on a dating app because that's when I was sort of questioning my sexuality, and with girls it's really different than with guys. It's not awkward if a girl goes up to a guy and flirts with him without first knowing whether he's straight or not. But girls can't do that with girls because if they're not straight then you just look
and girls
weird
are also really like, they're really like friendly, so that I think that you can also get like, it can be taken the wrong way.
Absolutely. So it can be really confusing, and I never wanted to make anyone uncomfortable, and I never wanted to like cross any lines. So on Hinge, if you don't know, if you've never been on Hinge, there are prompts along with photos. So in the prompts, one of them was like, what's an irrational fear you have? And I was like, this is a good one, because I was going through my Jurassic Park obsession, and so I was having a lot of nightmares about dinosaurs. And you know when you go into the bathroom and you check behind the curtain to see if someone's like waiting for you?
You thought maybe T-Rex was gonna be there? Like,
yeah, I did.
Okay, the day before I matched Chloe on Hinge, I was living in downtown LA at the time, and I had a dream that a T-Rex was chasing me through the streets, and its tail was like knocking down all these buildings, and it was like literally just a dream of me like running in the middle of the street and this T-Rex chasing me. And I have never watched Jurassic Park in my life.
But also, I was like, I don't believe that. I thought it was
she didn't believe me.
Line.
But on God, on anything, I have two people that can witness it. I like woke up and I was like, guys, I had a weird dream. Like, I had a dream a dinosaur was like chasing me through downtown LA. Like, it was weird. I checked my Hinge, and the first profile that came up was Chloe's, and it was like, I'm having really weird nightmares of dinosaurs, and I was literally like, holy crap, me too. Like, I literally had one last night. I remember being like, this is crazy. Obviously, I was like, wow, she's beautiful. And I'd never watched the show, so I literally had no idea who you were, nor does that matter. Not in a bad way, but like, I just didn't know. Like, we matched on Hinge with the dinosaur comment.
Oh, the dinosaur comment. So we started talking, and in my other journal prompt, I talked about how much I loved going to the farmer's market on Sundays.
Which I did as well.
So she responded, so after she responded, we were talking about dinos, and we were like, oh my god, that's crazy, whatever, we were chatting. Then she was like, would you want to go to the farmer's market on Sunday? And she was the first person to have actually like made a move and been like, do you want to do something?
It was the night before. I had some trouble, so I ended up canceling on her, and I felt really bad.
She was in Orange County with like family stuff, so she canceled on me, and I was actually relieved because it would have been my first date with a girl, and I was like kind of like nervous and on edge, and I was like, you know what, this is good, okay. Week after that like canceling thing, that she was like, do you want to go get coffee? And because I was still a little bit hurt by the cancellation, I was like,
what were you?
Hurt. I was like, I only have an hour.
She's like, hey, sorry, I'm literally free at 12 on a Thursday, and I was like, cool, I'll be there. And I
then
no.
Yes.
I was late, and
No,
Courtney
you're
and
trying to make it not seem bad.
I was not this late.
She was 15 minutes late and she hadn't
15.
texted me that she was going to be late.
Because I was driving, responsible driver, not texting on the phone, right?
So I was like, this girl not only is not early, she's 15 minutes late and she didn't text me and
now,
she already canceled on me.
And now that you know me, how weird am I about time and being on time about certain things?
Oh, God.
So it literally wasn't even like my fault. It was literally somebody else's.
She was held up by someone else, but at the time I was mad because it was 15 minutes. I was sitting there like, this girl hasn't even texted me. Then finally she texted me. She was like, I'm gonna be there in 10 minutes.
So then I come and she's like, we have an hour. And I was like, sweet, let's go. Like,
I told her I had to class after.
yeah, and she didn't.
And then the attack happened the next day, election day, November 3rd. She like texted me. She was like, oh, I just got attacked by a dog. And I was like, so when I was little, Paige Highland from Dance Moms, you know her, she was like bit by a dog and it was pretty minor. So in my head I just assumed it was a similar thing, and like Paige just has like a small scar like on her neck or something, I think, or maybe her face, I can't remember. But I just assumed it was something like that, so I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. She was like, no, you don't understand. I was like, no.
I was like, it's really bad, without wanting to like send you a picture because this was so bloody, like it was so bad.
She was sending me like half of her face though, and I could just see blood everywhere, and that's when I was like, so yeah, then she was attacked by a dog. And then when that happened, I just sort of decided to like step back. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to try to pursue this. Like, she clearly has a lot going on in her life. So I just resolved in my head to be there for her as a friend and be there to support her and bring her flowers and like offered to like be there in any way. But I didn't push it. And that's why I really like her story, because even though we did meet on a dating app, which can seem like sort of fixed or something, it was still really natural because something crazy happened in less than a week of us knowing each other.
And literally the day that I came back from the hospital, she came and I was like sitting on my bed, and I remember it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I like didn't really remember her. I mean, it just had been like a long couple days, so I remember she wanted to come, but I didn't know when she was gonna come. So I remember sitting on my bed, and then I hear the door open. And as soon as the door opened, it was all the way upstairs in my room, and I smelled her perfume, her Chanel perfume, and I was literally like, oh my god, Chloe's here, like what do I do? So I remember like being on my bed being like
just like in like her hospital gown with like her face all like taped up, and she was like drinking water out of a syringe.
It was so bad. And I remember she walked in, she was like, hi, and she like walked in.
I brought her sunflowers because those are her favorite flowers, and I brought her this book, poetry book, because she likes poetry, called The Sun and Her Flowers.
Tanto Chloe como su novia Brooke subieron un video respondiendo preguntas, así que tomé las partes más importantes de cada uno y las junté en un mismo video subtitulado. Así que desde este momento verán el video de Brooke.
Do you think about leaving Brooke because of how she looked?
No.
She has always reassured me since the attack how beautiful I am, and that's something that
and what sort of makes me mad about this society is some people have expressed surprise and like praised me for not leaving her because of that, and it just makes me angry because, not angry, I like understand that that's like what we're all like taught to
think
and feel like, but it just makes me upset because I'm like, if you spent 5 minutes with Brooklyn, you would understand like how incredible of a human being she is. So just because she doesn't look like traditionally how everyone looks anymore, I think that's so cool. She looks different, and now everyone's gonna try to be looking like her. Has seeing Brooke's recovery made you fearful of dogs? Bigger dogs, yes. Any pet is an animal first and a pet second, regardless of what it is. It's really important to stay a little bit cautious around any animal. So I'm not exactly like fearful of all dogs. Like if I see a tiny little chihuahua, I'm not like, oh my god. But I'm definitely way more cautious now. And I think for Brooklyn, it's more of a therapeutic thing to see a dog and go pet it and remind herself that not every dog is gonna attack her. But for me, I think because it didn't happen to me and I don't have that first-hand experience, I'm more fearful than you now.
Like we'll be in public and she'll see a dog and she'll like be scared but put herself in front of me, like she's like protecting me, but she's literally like about to cry. And that's like one thing that I love, but I'm like, I was like, you don't have to do that. Did the attack make you look at life differently and your perspective on the world?
Yes. On dogs, on people who have gone through things.
Like, you truly don't know what anybody's going through. Just because they don't have a physical difference doesn't mean they're not going through something mentally. Society reacts so different. Like, when I'm out walking, like, there's a lot of people that either stare or they'll just come up to me like, what's wrong with your face? And
a lot of people at the skate
up.
park will be really rude, and they're like, what the F happened to your face? Like, why do you have a mustache on? And like,
and it's like a constant thing that I'm having to explain myself like every day, like, oh, I gotta check my dog, I gotta check my dog. Like, it's very draining emotionally and also like physically, because I know people are staring at me. It's like, I think Chloe as well like deals with it in a way because she like feels the need to like protect me in that way, because she knows that I'm going through it mentally when we're like out at dinner or like when I go and skate.
I've gotten good at giving a really mean death
Show
glare.
your
There will be people who like unabashedly stare at her, and I'm like, stop!
Anyway, thanks for watching our video, and thanks for asking questions, and we love you, and I hope you hug someone you love today.
Oh, we're doing that.
I hope you hug someone you love today.